Welcome back to another video, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of credit cards. Now, to most people, it's a credit card. Like, how hard could it possibly be to use a credit card? Well, it's not hard to use a credit card. It can be hard to use a credit card correctly. And with that, let's get into the number one don't when it comes to a credit card and how you use it. Number one don't, please, please, please do not use it as a substitute for your bills or your monthly cost. Now, what I mean by that is take the credit card out of the equation and you should be able to afford all of your bills and your cost for the entire month. A credit card should never be used as a substitute to afford any of these. If you couldn't afford any of your monthly cost without that credit card, then it's really just an issue with your monthly budget. Remember, per this example, you already proved that you were not able to afford your monthly cost and bills without using that credit card as a substitute. Now you're going to get behind payments on that credit card. You're going to end up paying all the interest fees or the interest rate. And eventually, you'll probably even just not pay on the credit card, which is going to affect your credit report. Let's keep in mind that if you're trying to be financially responsible and get your life in order with your finances, you do not want something going on your credit report. That is a 7-year journey of waiting for that sucker to pop off, and you don't want that. But all right, we've got that out of the way. The number one don't. So let's get to a do. What do you do? Well, I'm going to address this as if this is your first credit card you're getting. And for a lot of people, that usually means that you don't have a credit score at all. So no background. It can be very hard to get a good credit card or one with any of the benefits yet that come with. So you're gonna have to take what you can get. In my case, I got rejected by like 2 different banks because I was trying to get a semi-good credit card, and I ended up having to go with the bank that I bank with, Bank of America. And remember, with that credit card, or if you have bad credit and you're just getting back into getting a new credit card, comes usually a pretty low credit limit. So my number one strategy, and the one that I used for entering this baby fresh, is only use that credit card for one thing. Now in my case, I used it on gas for the month and gas only. Remember, even if you're a good noodle and you pay off your credit card every month in full, if you still utilize the majority of your credit limit, it can actually drop your credit score. Kind of not the end goal. Now, the secret number for staying within the correct utilization seems to be about 30% or under. So as long as your utilization is 30% or under, normally you're good and it should not affect your credit score. Now, I typically like to stay under 20% utilization. It's a much safer number in my opinion, and in no time, I was able to build my credit up pretty darn fast. Pick one thing and one thing only that you get like here and there every month, and is gonna make sure that it keeps you in line to keep you at low utilization for that credit card. Now, typically the credit limit for someone who's new or had like debt before and had messed up and is getting a credit card again, that limit's gonna be like anywhere from 500 to 800 as your credit limit cap. So you really want to make sure you pay attention to that and pick something where the utilization will be relatively low. Now, I did that for a couple years and really built my credit score up pretty darn fast, like into the high 600s in no time. And before I even knew it, I hit the low 700s. And it really was not that hard. I just had to respect low utilizations. I like staying under 20% every month, pay it off in full, and I was good. Now that last part of my statement gets me into the next part of this. You need to pay that credit card off in full every month. If you cannot do that, then just don't get the credit card because it's going to hurt your score way more than it's going to help it. So that's two things down. Low utilization, I prefer under 20%, but usually under 30% safe. And pay that credit card off in full every single month. I'm telling you, you will be surprised how fast you are going to raise your credit score using this strategy. But I gotta be honest, the real fun comes in once you've built your credit score higher and banks start to trust you and you get a higher credit limit as well. Rather than you have to seek out all the banks, they're all gonna be coming running to you. I typically get like anywhere from 3 to 5 offers every week from credit card companies because they want me to have their credit card. Little do they know they won't make a cent off of me because I do not make any mistakes when it comes to my credit cards. Low utilization, pay it off in full every month, bam. But again, let's not delay. This really gets into the fun of the credit cards and when you can really start to abuse the credit card companies. When your credit score is high enough, they'll start sending you offers where you can get literal bonuses. Chase has one where if you spend $500 within a 3-month period, you get $200 for free. Most other banks structure it where if you spend $1,000 in the 3 months, you'll get that $200 for free. Remember, if you're at this point in the game where you've got a good credit score, your credit limit is going to be high enough. So it's not going to be hard to spend that $1,000, or for Chase, $500 in a 3-month span. Let's just look at the typical offer that's $200 when you spend $1,000 in 3 months. That's $333 a month on average that you have to spend to get yourself there. Well, big whoop. I can tell you that even within a year with my low utilization strategy and paying it off in full every single month, my credit limit was like literally raised to like $4,000 in the first year. But I mean, honestly, even if you have only like a $2,000 credit limit, it doesn't matter. You're going to, if you break it up evenly between those 3 months, you'll stay under the 30%. So not that hard. You can already start taking advantage of these offers coming into you like literally within 1 year. Now, if I'm being honest, at this point, we're pretty much at all of the positives of a credit card because I talked about all the negatives that would be able to essentially pull you down and screw you over. At this point, it's all positives. Especially if you're younger and new to having a credit card, you raise that credit score high enough so that you can get yourself a good loan when you buy your first house. As long as you're responsible with the credit card, you start getting offers in the mail for other credit cards that give you friggin' cash bonuses. That's awesome. And of course, the other great thing that you get with a credit card is the percent back. Once you start getting the good credit cards offered to you, you get the ones like 1.5%, 2% back on everything. Hey, I just got a Wells Fargo one recently where you get 2% flat on everything. That's really good. But we can abuse this even further. I've got one from Discover where you get 5% back in rotating quarters. One quarter may be for like grocery stores. Another one could be for like a place like Walmart.com and Target.com. Had that during the last quarter for Christmas. Definitely took advantage of that for Christmas shopping. Let's not forget one of the best credit cards you can ever get. If you are an avid Amazon shopper like I am, if you apply for their credit card, you get 5% back on everything. Boom, flat line, 5% back on everything. I also recently, within the last year, took advantage of one for gas where I get 5% back on all my gas. And for anyone who's curious, that is the Sam's Club credit card. The only caveat with that is you have to be a Sam's Club member, but it is 5% back, and it's not only just at the Sam's Club gas station. You can use this at any gas station and get 5% back. That's pretty darn good. I always enjoy making a video on credit cards and just talking about credit cards because this stuff is so fun for me. I love like abusing the credit card companies to my advantage. Again, credit card companies make zilch on me. They don't make a cent. They make a lot of money on people who mess up. So don't be one of those people. I hope this video was able to teach someone out there something. I hope the video added value to your day. If it did, hit me with a thumbs up, a subscribe, Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on credit cards. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day.